Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, if you remember, we deposited our sword so we can have it upgraded, and here we're standing in front of the powder keg shop owner place. So go ahead, hop on up without your Goron's mask and then put it back on. So now we're going to roll our way down here. I want to smash this up. Dang it, there's nothing else. Alright, so go ahead and talk to this fella here. Alright, so he sells powdered kegs, and the only way we're going to be able to use the powdered keg is if we use a powdered keg. So what we're going to do is we have a test. There is a boulder that we need that's blocking the entrance to the Goron racetrack. So we're going to go and blow that up. And as long as we don't blow ourselves up, not that I've done that before, but anywho. We're going to come back here and he's going to basically certify us. So this one has a extra long wick to allow us time to get there. Alright, so go ahead and pick it up. So what you're wanting to do is you're going to run and throw it. Sometimes I have issues with it, I'm surprised I'm... Alright, so now that we have that... God damn it. Alright. Now we can make our way completely. So go ahead, come around this way, ignoring all the enemies. You can technically do it, but you'll waste precious seconds by taking care of all the enemies. So just kind of ignore them. Right. Now we're going to again bypass all the enemies. They will, it'll just slow you down, so just don't worry about them. Alright, so same thing, go ahead, throw the powder keg up. And one more time. And one more time. Alright, so let's get this thing situated here. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and talk to Baby Goron here. He's all excited that now it is warm and nice and such, so he's no longer crying anymore. But he's going to start crying because the rock's in the way. Such a crybaby. Alright, so you can go ahead and start making your way back to Goron Village, but don't leave the area until the bombs have exploded, because then it'll defeat the purpose. So you can tell that it's going to be exploding here shortly. And kaboom! There he goes. Alright, so he's going to make his way on in. Whoops. Alright, so now once we're back here, we're going to go ahead and make your way back to Goron, because if you don't, then we have to do this all over again. And that would be very sad. Alright, so our reward for blowing up the bomb and not blowing ourselves up is... our own powder keg. Seems kind of pointless here, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. Now I'm going to point this out that if you go into the bomb shop, off to the side there is another Goron that's actually selling bomb powder kegs for a much cheaper price than what he is selling them. So the powder keg shop owner is actually selling them for $100, where the guy in the bomb shop is only selling them for $50. Seems kind of steep, don't you think? I mean, wouldn't it be the opposite way around? But you know, what do I know? I'm just a mere YouTuber. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead. First things first, I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to see if there's anything I can smash up for help, and no. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and make our way to the racetrack. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, if you ever see the circle of boulders here, if you lay a bomb down, it'll explode and cause a hole to pop up. They're pretty useless, but you'll see them all around Terminal Field, but they usually have like rubies, cows, bombs, that kind of good stuff. Alright, so once you're ready, go ahead and talk to the baby Goron here, and he's going to ask us if we're entering the race, and we're going to go ahead and do so. And I just realized something. We're going to have to go back and do all this, but I forgot to turn in the Hoosamadoodle back. In the temple. So all the fairies, yeah, this would have helped, but you know, it can be done without it. So, anywho, you just need to be careful not to get knocked off, because there are certain areas where they'll bump you like that. And you do need to be on the defensive. And we are going to, unfortunately, lose, so, which is no big deal. We'll try it again. Alright, so it looks like he does refill our magic meter for us. And you would think that we would go a lot faster because, like, yeah, we're like in spikes and stuff, but obviously not. Alright, so one thing I needed to point out too here is, I'm going the complete wrong direction here. Is that you bump them once, they start to blink, hit them again, and they can explode, which isn't a good thing. If I don't get it this time, we'll, which I may not. Let's see. And that's what I was worried about. Alright, so as soon as I win the race, I will be right back. Alright, so I think I got it. Alright, so with that being said, now we can actually go and upgrade our sword. So let's go ahead and sword to mountain, or the mountain village. Alright, so now that it is the second day, go ahead and make your way on into the mountain smithy shop. And we're going to talk to Gabora? Or Gabora? One of the two, I don't remember. Alright, so now that we have this awesome sword, we can now do more damage with it, but the only downfall is, it only lasts for 100 slashes. So, we're gonna get ourselves an even cooler sword. Alright, Gabora. Fetch our customer some coffee, roll it, quick! Alright, so the only way we can strengthen our sword is by using gold dust. Now, if you think about it, gold dust is actually one of the more weaker metals in real life, but however, this is just a Zelda game and nothing around here makes sense. So go ahead and fork over the gold dust, and again, we'll have to come back the next day to do all this. So again, if you are looking to upgrade your sword, you have to make sure that you do the first night, or give up your sword either on the first day or first night. In that process, go ahead and do the Goron races, get the gold dust, come back on the second day, get your sword, give it back, and then come back on the third day to get the upgraded, or the final upgrade to this sword. Now, for those who are wondering, if you happen to go back in time, you'll just go back to your plain old ocarina, so no need to worry that you're not going to have your sword. Alright, make your way on in. Let's go get our nifty sword here. Alright, so here we have the Gilded sword. Not as cool as the Razor sword, but in other case, it is a lot stronger and it does twice as much damage, and it's also longer than or taller than Link, or just about at least. Alright, so with that being said, we are now officially ready to move on, so we can make our way over to Romani Ranch. Typically, we don't have to go to Romani Ranch in the Iconic Graveyard at this very moment, but there are neat little side quests, and there's some good optional stuff that we can get before continuing on to the west, I believe, going towards the ocean. So, anywho, guys, we're going to go ahead and play this song of time. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Take care, folks.